Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of blackboarding every map in BTD6. Today we are on the next intermediate map, which is Rake, and we are finally using Pat Fusty today. It's been long overdue, but I'm going to use him and bring him some glory. So let's get into the chimps run here on Rake, and I'll show you guys what I'm going to do for the early game. I'm going to start with the monkey sub, put him right about here, and I'm going to put his targeting on strong, and then I'm going to get a dart monkey right back here. Just kind of up here in the corner, as high up as possible, and he's going to be there to catch leaks. Getting the sub on strong should allow us to pop all the balloons into reds until the dart monkey has to clean them up. Alright, and once round 7 goes down, we can get a Buccaneer right at the beginning of round 8. I'm going to just put him as far down as we can and keep him on first. The sub is going to stay on strong for the entire run, which is a little bit kinda counterintuitive because you would think you would want something like a sub on first, but for this run we're actually going to have him on strong. And then we're going to get one more unupgraded tower before saving up for Pat Fusty. And that's going to be our Ball Lightning Druid, but right now he's just going to be unupgraded. I'm going to put him right here so he has some really good line of sight vision, and then we can save up for Fusty, and we should be able to get him at least at the end of round 13. Alright, we're here at the end of round 13, and we have enough for Fusty Man. We're going to put him right here in this bottom right corner, right by the intersection, just on the other side of the Druid. And then we're going to get one more unupgraded tower, but he is going to be upgraded later, so he's not going to be all for nothing. Alright, once you have about $380, hover over the sniper, put him right over here and put him on strong. He's going to be able to pop all the pinks down just so we don't have to deal with any RNG on round 15. And now we can wait for around 16 and 17 to go down, and then we can buy our first upgrade of the chimps run, and it's Grape Shot. One of the most valuable upgrades in the whole game for its cost. I've talked about that in other videos before, but I really like the Grape Shot. I think it's a really cost-efficient upgrade. And on the theme of the Monkey Buccaneer, I'm going to get faster shooting on round 19, and on round 20 we're going to get double shot. And then we're going to get hot shot on round 22. And then we should be able to get full metal jacket, or night vision goggles, the camo popping upgrade on the sniper. And we can take out round 24. At the end of round 24, put the sniper on first and make him have camo priority. This is going to be for round 33. And then get shrapnel shot on the sniper. And then we're going to work towards getting fast firing and faster firing. And that should be enough to take care of round 33. And then once we have our even faster firing sniper, we should be able to save straight up into the destroyer. This is a pretty straightforward early game. I don't think there's much RNG, and it is pretty tried and true. It's pretty easy and straightforward. If you end up needing to like redo the run a couple times if you fail, and you shouldn't have any issues with the early game. So we're just going to start saving up and get our destroyer as soon as possible. Alright, we're here at the beginning of round 35, and we can get our destroyer mid-round. This is going to make the rainbows really, really easy to take out. And next up is going to be an alchemist. We're going to put him as high up and to the left as we can next to the buccaneer. And then we are going to get larger potions. And then when we can afford acidic mixture dip, we're going to get that down. And then we are going to get our berserker brew just before round 40. We should be able to get it on round 37, and then we can just continue saving up for round 40. As you can see, the sniper, even on round 37 with white balloons, the increased damage to camo balloons allows it to take them out. But I am going to get a submersion support because I think we're going to need it for round 42. And then for round 40, we're going to get Hard Thorns and Heart of Thunder on our Druid. And then we can use a Rally Roar on round 40 if you want to be safe. I don't think you need it to take out the round, but it's fine because we're not going to need it on round 41. We're going to get stronger Acid and Perishing Potions as well on our Alchemist, and then we're going to get Druid of the Storm, Druidic Reach, and Heart of Vengeance. Now we're going to save up for a Ball Lightning, and then I will put a village down, buff up some of our towers, and then we'll start working towards our first tier 5. Round 45 is over, and we have plenty of money to afford our Ball Lightning, and we have just enough money to get a village on top of it. So we're going to put it right up here, as far up and to the right as we can in this corner, and then we're just going to get a 2-0-0. So we'll get bigger radius on round 47, and then at the end of the round we should have enough for jungle drums. And then on round 48 or 49, I'll get down the tower that we are going to be upgrading into our tier 5. And that is going to be a Heli pilot. If you've been keeping up with the series or the spreadsheets, you'll know that I only have one upgrade left for the Heli pilot, so you should know if you've been keeping up with the series that this is going to be our special operations. I had to remember what the upgrade was called for a second. But we're going to start with a downdraft, and then I can save all the way up into round 60 because the 50s are just no problem. I'm going to have the downdraft right about here. If you want, you can put it down here as well, but having the downdraft here allows it to blow back balloons quicker so that it can be defended by the defense faster. But all we're going to do between now and round 60 is just afford the support Chinook, so we'll buy that when we have the money for it, but other than that, the 50s should be a piece of cake. Alright, we're here on round 60, and all we need to do for this round is just use the Rallying Roar whenever the boat starts attacking, and then we should be alive. If any of the balloons get down here, just move your heli to where the downdraft can blow them back. But we should be okay for a little bit longer. And we'll need to use our abilities on round 63, but until then we should be okay. Alright, and we're here on round 63. All that you can do, or I guess all that we're going to do, is just get faster darts and faster firing at the beginning of round 63. And then get ready to hover your heli over here, just in case any of the ceramics get through. So in my case, a couple do, so I need to move it down just to catch the rest of the wave. That's the beauty of the blowback on this map, is you can kind of move it down to blow back balloons in 2 different areas. For the second wave, we're going to do the same thing. The ceramics are getting through, so we're going to move our downdraft over here. And then we're not going to have to worry about the third wave because we're going to use our Rally Roar, and then we should have enough damage, just barely, but we have enough to take out the third wave. And then for 64, again, just hover your heli over here, just in case any of these ceramics get through. But in my case, I think we're okay. And now we can continue saving up. I'm going to use a Rally Roar at the end of round 65, but until then, we can just keep on saving up. Alright, round 74 is over and we have our special operations. 052 is the preferred cross path because it allows the Marine to shoot faster. And since the Marine time in Chimps has a 100% uptime, we are going to just get him up as soon as we can. And I think what I'm going to do is move the heli pilot over here so that the Marine can be in this little pocket instead of the other one. Anyways, with our Marine, the camos on 76 should be no issue. And yeah, there we go. Now our Marine's in the right spot. We want it to be right here instead of next to the Druid. And now what we're going to do is we're going to get primary training in monkey commerce, and we're going to get rid of this statue because we're going to go for our second tier 5 of the video, which is going to be a primary tower, and it's going to be a Desperado. We're going to put him right up here as far up and to the left as possible. We're going to get quick draw and standoff, and then we're going to get Deadeye right before round 78. And then again with the Marine, just make sure that you buy it as soon, or make sure you use the ability as soon as you get it, because it has 100% uptime. As you can see, we got 2 right here, and this should help us out for all of the 70s and 80s. And I'm going to use the Desperado ability on the Marine because it gives him extra range, and then we can just keep on spamming out these Marine abilities. We're always using the Marine off cooldown. And then if you ever need to, like on more difficult rounds, like ZOMG rounds, we can use the Desperado ability on the Marine. But, I mean, as you can see, we already have 78,000 damage, and we're not even into the 80s yet, and we just afforded the upgrade, so things are looking good. As soon as I get this Marine guy up, I'm going to give him the Desperado range buff, and he's just going to start going to town. The single target damage is not incredible, but he does have really good pierce. And, I mean, a single Marine did 12,000 damage to round 80, so then I'm going to use another Marine for round 81, use the Desperado range buff on him, and he should keep going to work. And then I can get the second one up, and we're just going to keep saving for this Golden Justice. I think we can get it by the early 90s, but there is a way that we need to go about taking out the DDTs on round 90, and that's going to revolve also around the Desperado. But there's an interesting way to beat round 90, so whenever we get there, I'll show you guys. But for the rest of the 80s, feel free to use Rally Roars whenever if you feel like you're in danger, but the only ability we need to be using is the Poperations Marine. Here come the Moabs on 83, and this defense is holding strong. And then round 84 is going to be a really big money maker. If we can get round 83 to end. We're at about $23,000, and we'll see where we're at the end of this round, because it's pretty good. Alright, I'm going to use the next Marine, and then I don't even need to use a Rally Roar. But yeah, we go from $23,000 all the way to about $30,000, so that was a $7,000 round, which is crazy. And then I'm actually going to wait on the Marine here because I'm going to get the range on it and just wait until it is in range to attack both these ZOMGs. I'm going to use Pat's level 10 on one, and then I'm going to use the Rally Roar. That will allow us to shred down the ZOMGs on round 85. Then we can use the Desperado ability on our Marine, and we'll have 2 for a couple seconds, and then we can melt down the rest of round 86. And I'll just use another Marine on 87, and we'll use our Desperado range increase, and then we'll use a Rally Roar with another Marine, and then I'll use Pat's ability, and then we're going to use Desperado ability with the mark that gives you more money for popping, I forget what it's called, the mark that gives you more money for popping balloons, basically. Round 87 does get a little bit close, but we're able to hold strong, and we can continue getting our Marines. I'll use a Desperado on it, And then when we have enough for our Rally Roar, we're going to wait until the ZOMGs are in range, use Pat's level 10 for one of them, and then we'll use the Rally Roar for the rest, get our Marine ability up and running, use the Desperado as well. And we're alive, and that's all that matters in this run. Anyways, keep using your Marine. We can use our Desperado ability for it for round 89. And we'll use another Marine. This should allow us to clean up the rest of these fortified BFBs. And then for round 90, play it slow. And use your Marine ability when you can afford it. And then when the DDTs come out, we'll use our Desperado range. And then we got 1, 2, 3. Use the cash grab ability that makes more money, and then use your Rally Roar, and this should allow us to take out the DDTs. For some reason, the Bounty Hunter ability allows you to destroy DDTs. I don't know what it actually does. I think it marks balloons and allows them to take more damage. So that's really useful for this run. Anyways, we'll use the Desperado on the Marine for round 91. And then I'm waiting for this Marine ability to come back off cooldown. And we can take out the rest of 91. And here we are on the end of round 91. We have our Golden Justice, and the ADS where he's placed is going to be super, super solid. Now we're going to start focusing on support for the rest of the run. I'm not going to put anything in place where the Marines are going to be. But there are a couple more places where it will be okay. So I'm going to use the Bounty Hunter ability with a Rally Roar. We can use Pat to suck in this last ZOMG. And then with the Marine, with the Bounty Hunter, we're able to shred 92. And then what I'm going to do is get an embrittlement up here. And we're going to get just the 400 for right now. And then we'll use our Marine, use our Desperado ability, and then we'll put the Bounty Hunter on Strong, the Golden Justice, to take out the DDTs on 93. And then we should have our abilities off cooldown by around 94. I'm going to get Enhanced Freeze on this other embrittlement, and then we can just keep on chugging along. When all the BFBs are out and ZOMGs on 94, I'm going to use the Cash Increase ability. We'll use our Rally Roar, and then we'll use another Marine, and we'll have all our cooldowns off, or abilities off cooldown. Oh my gosh, I can't talk right now. I don't, no idea what's going on. But we're going to get another embrittlement, and then for the DDTs on 95, our abilities will be off cooldown. That's what I'm trying to say. If there's room... Oh my gosh, are you telling me I'm off by a pixel? There's room right here, but that's prime real estate. But it might work. Maybe we can do that, actually. We'll put a glue gunner right in here. We'll go bottom right next to Pat Fusty and just hope that the Alk doesn't buff it. And we'll just get a 013. But yeah, no, the Alk is buffing it, so that's okay. We'll use our Marine as soon as we can get it. And round 95 is going to be a little difficult, so we're just going to have to be smart. As soon as we start coming into any danger, I'm going to use the Rally Roar kind of in the early middle of the round. Then use another Marine, and then when we need to use a well-timed Bounty Hunter ability, we will. So I'll use it right about here, and then this should allow us to defeat the rest of 95. Perfect, just like that. And we even get some stall from our embrittlement, which is awesome. We can get our Rally Roar off cooldown for 96. And then I'll use the Marine ability right away. I guess I can use the Golden Justice ability on the Marine. And then as soon as we get the second one off, we'll activate that one. And then when these ZOMGs come out, I'll wait for Fusty. Actually, we don't even need Fusty. Yeah, 96 is going to go down just like that. And look at that. We are just absolutely making quick work of this Chimps run. I'm going to get Relentless Glue with Glue Splatter. Holy moly, I can't talk today. I don't know what's going on. For round 97. And then we're going to get a Ninja down here out of the way. We're going to get a Balloon Sabo. We have just enough money for all of that. And then I'm going to use a Marine with the Desperado range ability so it can start shooting quicker. We'll use Pat Fusty as soon as possible. This is a beautiful round for Pat Fusty's level 10 ability. And our damage is just shredding everything. And once again, we have more stall, so all of our abilities are up for round 98. And let's get going. We're going to place our Marine right off the bat. We're going to get the Desperado ability on him as well. We're going to use a Sabotage with a Bounty Hunter to mark all of these balloons. And then all of the ZOMGs get destroyed. We'll use another Marine, and then we'll use our Pat Fusty ability, and we're going to die. What the f? Wow. I did it. I've never been more disappointed to beat a Chimps run in my life. We're gonna run it back, and I'll see you guys maybe around 97, 98. Alright, I'm here on round 94, and I did move a couple things around with my Chinook. I moved the Dart Monkey out of the way here because I want him to save up some space for right here. I'm going to put something there later. But yeah, for right now, we have round 94 to take care of, so I'm going to use the Bounty Hunter with the Rally Roar immediately to just debuff all these balloons, make them easy to kill. I mean, this strategy absolutely shreds, which is really, really cool. And now we just have one ZOMG left. We'll be able to have our abilities up for round 95. Another thing I did this time around is I put a Dart Monkey here, put my village next to it, and then move the Dart Monkey out later so I could have the Marine right here. And then now I can get a Moab Clue with bigger globs, and we should be all good to go for when the DDTs come out on round 95. I'll use the Marine here because the DDTs are starting to come out. I'll use the range buff on him as well, and then we'll use the Rally Roar early, and then we will use the rest of our abilities. That actually got really close, so I'm kind of worried. If I need to use any more stuff, I will. We have a Marine back, so that's good, and this last DDT goes down. Okay, that was a lot more scary than I was thinking it would be with 2 embrittlements, but we're alive here, and I think I'm going to get primary mentoring for my Golden Justice, and then we'll put our Heli back on lock in place, and then we'll get the range boost for this Marine so then he can hit stuff earlier, and then I'll use the Marine ability again as soon as we get it back up. And now we have our Golden Justice plus Rally Roar, so we're okay so far. I think I want to get Relentless first, and then I'll get Glue Splatter. I'll get the ability back, we'll place another Marine, and then now that the ZOMGs are here, we're going to use our Bounty Hunter with Rally Roar, and just look at these ZOMGs get melted. They get absolutely destroyed. I don't know what's doing all the damage to it. I don't know if it's the Golden Justice, I don't know if it's the Marine, but somehow, somewhere, we are absolutely destroying these rounds. We'll get a Marine back, get the, oh my goodness, yeah, it's got to be the Golden Justice. The single target damage is just so good. And I don't even have to use Pat's ability on round 97. That's crazy work. But here's why I freed up this space here, and it's because we are going to get a Snowstorm. We almost have enough money, but I'm going to get the Marine, and we'll use the Desperado ability as soon as he gets in range, and then we can get the Snowstorm with Permafrost and Cold Snap, and then as soon as everything gets in range, we'll go Golden Justice ability, Rally Roar, and get another Marine down, and then if we need a Snowstorm, we can use it, but I'm hoping to save it for round 99. If I need a micro my Heli, I will, so I'll keep him here, just in case there's any ceramics to get through, but that's another reason we have Snowstorm. And I think this is just a much better late 90s strategy. And then for round 99, we can go here. Oh, Kitty is trying to say what's up. But I'm just gonna get a 230 Moab Shredder. And then I can put my Marine down. We can use the Desperado ability to give him more range. And then as soon as these DDTs hit the screen, I can use the Golden Justice plus Rally Roar ability, and then Snowstorm will slow everything down. And now I can put my Heli on follow mouse, and I'll get, let's see, 2,700, that's about 1,500 right there. That's about 4,200, and that is 1,000. So we're not going to have enough for another Moab Shredder, but I think, well, actually, if we do this, we can get a 032 with $10 left over. And let's just put him on smart targeting, or let's put him here to start. And then now that we have the Heli where we want it, we can put a Marine down here. He'll be dropped down right here so he can start hitting the BAD. I can get the range on the Golden Justice so he starts attacking sooner, and then we can pop the BAD really early, get another Marine down, use our Rally Roar, and that is how we get the black border for Rake. This was a super fun strategy with special poperations and Golden Justice. The Golden Justice got 600k pops, the special pops got 665k. The Destroyer here almost 400k, I mean that's insane damage. And Pat Fusty gets 70k, the Druid almost clears 200k. And let's go ahead and see our black border here on Rake. Not gonna lie, this took me a little bit longer than I wanted it to, but I'm glad that we have the black border, and I'm glad that I can get this guide up for you guys with a fun strategy. So thank you guys for watching, and I guess before I leave, I'll update the spreadsheet. So special poperations, we're done with the Heli, and then we can go with Golden Justice. And there we go, Pat Fusty as well, we can green him out, and all we have to do left is use Benjamin. And there we go, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.